Kaya sinabi ko sa mga cabinet members ko, including the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police, if you are summoned by Congress, go there by all means. Obey the legal process. But if you are shouted at and insulted, I told my police officers, the Army, Navy, Air Force, do not allow yourself to be insulted. Pag ininsulto kayo, you stand up with courtesy and say, I came here in response to a subpoena to tell all about truth. But if this is what I get, the orders of Duterte says we would stand up and leave. And if we are ordered arrested by the sergeant at arms, by the Speaker or Senate President, you submit yourself to the jurisdiction. Magpakulong ka pero tawagan mo ako. And I will fetch you dyan sa Congress. Kasi wala man kaming trabaho except to solve the problems. But I would like to stick to what I have promised to the people during the campaign period. Because that is the bedrock of my paradigm now as a president. I made simple promises because I could not get any time slot for lack of money. Alam ninyo yan. And maybe during the presidential debates, I never saw my advertisements on the side about me. It was all about my opponents. Ako, wala na. Sabi ko, well, that is all that I can afford. But really, this talk about itong TV networks. Yung mga sponsor ninyong presidential debates, and you only give us about a minute and a half. Racket yan, Andre. If you really want an educated debate before the public, give them 1 hour or 30 minutes to expound on what he intends to do in the country or for the country. Pero gano'n, sa ako, bullet-bullet lang. Time constraints, kaya mga abogado, alam natin yan. Your attention always called by the judge. You have another 5 minutes, then you're off. So, natuto akong bullet. So, I promised you that corruption will be dealt with severely. And I am doing it. That is a campaign promise which I'm doing. What is utterly lacking is the assertiveness of the Filipino people of their constitutional, civil, and political rights. Ang Pilipino yan eh. Because you surrender, you give in to people in government who are into graft and corruption. Ang makatulong niyan, magsama tayo. Isumbong mo lang, at sinabi ko nga, anybody who is complaining about graft and corruption, I will give you an audience anytime. And that's what happened yung brigade ng armed forces. There was this Korean who represented this, yung nagpabili, seller, and he was complaining why there as yet no order to deliver na nanalo sila. So yung letter niya, binigay ko kay Bong, give it to legal. Kasi, so legal referred it to Lorenzana. So nagsulat si Lorenzana ng note. Eh, alam mo ito, you choose your candidates wisely. Kayong Pilipino. Alam ninyo yan. Kung bigyan kayo ninyo na sa baon, because ito, mahusay magdaldal, and they are there just to wallow in their lost sense of pride. So, pinatawag nila lahat, pinatawag si Bong. Sabi ko, punta ka, Bong. Ayan, sinabi ng mga executive session. Ko, no, no, no. You demand a full proceeding in public. O, di nakita mo ngayon si Bongo. Senador na. Totoo. He will win. He will win. Kita mo. Kita mo how fate destiny of men are played. Hindi kilala yan. Mas kilala yung nagpatawag sa kanya. O tignan mo ngayon. You weigh the scales of their character. Anong nagawa ng isa? Revolted in public? So anong nakuha ninyo ngayon? All witch hunting. People are being shamed there. And that is why my son, who resigned as vice mayor in disgust, nung pinatawag siya, now he is running for congressman. Di ko na mapigilan. Pinahiya mo yung tao. Kung sana pagka noon may kaso ka, file mo kagad. Then there is a trial or the ombudsman completes it. Ngayon, di ko na mapigilan. Ngayon, magsama-sama na sila dyan. Kung manalo sila, bakbakan yan. And I cannot stop because he's already old. Sabi niya, ayaw ko na pa yung public office. But nagngurtor ng sakit ng loob on everybody else, pati si Bato. So, sigaw-sigawan mo. Kaya sinabi ko sa mga cabinet members ko, including the armed forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police, if you are summoned by Congress, go there by all means. Obey the legal process. But if you are shouted at and insulted, kagaya nun si John Regina, you have no dignity, you sit down, ganunin ka. When you say, may I defend myself just to also to protect my dignity. No, 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 no. You do not have any dignity. You sit down. I told my police officers, the Army, Navy, Air Force, do not allow yourself to be insulted. Pag ininsulto kayo, you stand up with courtesy and say, I came here in response to a subpoena to tell all about truth. But if this is what I get, the orders of Duterte says we would stand up and leave. And if we are ordered arrested by the sergeant at arms, by the Speaker or Senate President, you submit yourself to the jurisdiction. Magpakulong ka pero tawagan mo ako. Sabihin mo sa akin na ganyan ang nangyari. And I will fetch you dyan sa Congress. Hindi ako magdala ng pulis, hindi ako magdala ng army. Iiwanan ko yung security ko sa labas. Papasok ako dyan sa kanila, trangkahan ko yung door, then we will deal with each other. Ano ba ang gusto ninyo? Anong gusto ninyo, ibigay ko sa inyo. So what? Bima sa akin, how do we start? Hindi ako magano. But I will not allow the officers and men, mga generals, pati cabinet members, sigaw-sigaw. You must be realized that we are all co-equals. And one body does not give you the other to shame another fellow human being. And if Filipino official at that. But I will be struck hard against corruption. I struck hard against corruption. I have dismissed a number of my cabinet members for corruption. Ayaw ko na lang magyabang, pero I tend to really be also violent. Lahat ng napaalis ko, yung lahat na nakatikim ng not only verbal. Ako pag galit ako sa iyo, alikas tayong dalawa. Tayong dalawa lang. Kaya yung mga security, umalis ka. If it's my time to die, it's my time. Halika dito, mag-usap tayo. Wala akong that's the only way really to deal with the problems. Ito namang nasa corruption, you go. And I say, boy, you must be beyond whisper even, like Caesar's wife. So, ganon ho ang akin. I am complying with my promise. The formula, you might not like it. I'm sure, and I am at asking you to accept me. Tinanggap ninyo ako, ganon na ang bunganga ako eh. Nagpuputang ina na talaga ako pagkagugalit. Noon, wala pa akong responsibilidad. Lalo na ngayon. Kaya ang corruption, hindi. Kasi kung gusto mo, bureau director, department, o cabinet member, you just tell me. You need not give me your name. Basta malaman ko lang na may racket dyan. At gusto mo, tawagin ko yung tao na nireklamo mo, tawagin kita. At sa harap mo, sampalin ko yan.